8. Turner in motion. Rolling. Joseph feeling the heat now. Will dance out of the pocket. Look for the first down yardage to the 41. He has it and steps out of bounds. And a flag thrown.
Well, there should be, because it was a late hit, and Joseph eventually went down on the bench area over there.
He just told us it's going to be a hard-hitting game. You better be ready for it. Even on the sidelines, I guess.
You know, Osborne criticized Joseph after the Minnesota game for freelancing too much. Nebraska won that game 55-0, and he still got a lot of trouble, and he's not getting up.
Oklahoma players continue to come by and express their best wishes. You see Irvin, Greg Irvin, wide receiver. Let's go down and get another report from John Dockery.
You know, Jim, it was fairly gruesome because when they picked Mickey Joseph up to take him off, as they're doing right now, there was blood on the turf, and they're just washing it off right now. And that would suggest, though certainly not a medical man, that that's a bad break. But there was blood on the turf when they lifted Mickey Joseph up. I'll keep following the story and get back to you.
As they continue to pump and inflate the cast on Joseph's leg, we could see him midway first quarter, no score. On the draw, it's Brewer going out of bounds at the 7 to the Orange Bowl. Scott Baldwin in the game. Play action fake to Baldwin, and the pass on the turf to Johnny Mitchell. Everyone's looking around.
Pursuing and taking them down. They run to the football extremely well, and you have to against this offense.
Left-footed booter, Greg Barrios, will attempt the 30-yarder. This will give him the school kick-scoring record if he makes it. Barrios from 30 has the angle on it. It's good. He just surpassed Rich Sanger from back in the early 70s as the all-time leading kick scorer in Cornhusker history. A little bit. Showing blitz. Here they come. Gundy almost loses his footing. Now will break free and has the first down easily.
Should be a flag there, hitting him out of bounds, and here it comes.
A whole sea of yellow coming in there. And 8 confirms exactly what he had told us. This is Williams fumbling the football and recovered by the Nebraska defense. Nebraska 3, Oklahoma 0, and we'll return to Owen Field after this message and a word from your local station. McKinley and Brewer, the two backs. Taylor in motion. 3rd and 4. Short side of the field, they'll run it. Brewer has the first down. Look at him go past the 40. And near midfield before Bird bumps him out. Mike McKinley, the fullback, gave him a clearing block outside linebacker. 2nd down, 10. Gundy. Short drop. Great protection. Going long for Cooper. And touchdown, Oklahoma!
Mayfield's a former defensive end. They moved him over.
3rd and 5. Grant. Whoa, what a hit on Turner.
Oh, Reggie Barnes.
They may call that a completion and a fumble.
I don't know how they could call it a completion. It happened so quickly, it looked like it was there and gone. But what a knock by Barnes.
It is. It's Oklahoma football. Oklahoma football at the 13. This will count as a reception and then a jarring fumble.
He took 2 steps with the football, so it's a good call, but oh, what a hit by Reggie Barnes.
Frank Blevins scooped up the football, and Oklahoma is set up at the 13.
This will put your eyeballs in your forehead. Watch this. Bang! Receiver never even had a chance to look around. Turner, we told you his head would be on a swivel when he comes around that middle. Number 1.
2nd and goal. Gundy keeps, and Gundy does not score.
At least not yet. There it is.
Yes, he does. Squirming at the bottom of the pile and getting it across. 3rd and 10. Grant with pressure is picked off by Bowden.
Him as a down player where he just looks into the nose guard. You just saw him there and get hand signals.
2nd and 13. Gundy takes a hit after releasing this one. Ball is up for grabs. It may have been caught by Cooper. A jump ball and a catch by Oklahoma inside the 10. Out
from Cale Gundy.
McKinley driving and scoring for Oklahoma. (21-3). Gundy will just down it.
Don't understand it.
Well, the Huskers thoroughly beaten up in the second quarter. That's the end of the first half. A second quarter that was all Sooners. They lead it 21-3 over Nebraska. We'll be right back. Welcome you back to Owen Field. Media representatives from all across the Southwest. No, this does not have the interest of the game of the century back in 1971 when Nebraska won it 35-31 in a matchup of 1 against 2, or even for that matter the 87 game when it was once again 1 against 2. But it's a classic rivalry, and Nebraska has to come back strong in the second half, trailing 21-3. Here comes Oklahoma and Otis Taylor. Taylor shaken free. Finally taken down.
If they got to start cutting back and finding creases.
2nd and 4. Randy Wallace will snap it to Gundy. Gundy keeps. Picks up the first. Fumbles the ball. And there's the break Nebraska needed. Tyrone Leggett on the recovery. 3rd and 4. Grant with great time. Looks for the open man and finds him inside of the 5. It's John Bostic. 1st and goal for the Cornhuskers. On 2nd and goal. Leotis Flowers easily scores, and back comes Nebraska.
For the Nittany Lions.
Good fake by Gundy. Finds his open man. It's Cooper. Runs over one defender. What a big day Adrian Cooper's having for Oklahoma. Ran over Tyrone Bird.
From Oklahoma, they're great running back in 1969. You won it, Steve Owens. What about this year's Heisman? Who do you like? Who did you vote for?
Well, I haven't voted yet, John. It's coming up. I need to get my ballot in by next Friday, so I have mixed opinions. A lot of good players. Bieniemy's a fine player. Denver from BYU. Sean Moore from Virginia, and of course Ishmael from Notre Dame. So I think it's a toss-up right now. I don't think there's any clear-cut winner. I'm not going to tell you right now who I'm going to vote for because I really haven't decided.
But I know you're leaning towards that running back from the sounds of it. Hey, good luck to you. Back up to you, Jim Nance.
He said it's all year by one single player in that game.
Sean Jones wasn't bad.
Intercepted. Blevins for Oklahoma. Grant, the quarterback, misses the tackle, but now down goes Blevins at the 20. First and goal from the 7. McKinley scoring for the 2nd time today.
Watch the left tackle right here. You know, that's Jeff Miller, number 57. Comes out, just seals off the linebacker right there, tire ants, and he comes right up behind him. He's working against the Big 8 scoring defensive leader, and he scores. Now they've got to be more concerned about the pass, more pass conscious.
Grant on the option. Diving near the first, did not take the football with him. Oklahoma has it. James good on the recovery.
Black and redfish. Hurt my hand out here, Norman.
Nice job. Gundy on 3rd and 4. Taken down by Parings.
Gundy's hurt. Gundy's hurt seriously. He's in pain.
Starting quarterback from Nebraska has already been taken out today. Face mask against the Nebraska defense. And now the Oklahoma starter, Cale Gundy, the freshman, in agony on the field.
Don't want to guess on the injury, but from up here it almost looked like his legs got tucked in under him, and he came down in a funny direction on his legs.
It's his brother Mike Gundy, the center of your screen. He is the Big 8 total offense all-time record holder from Oklahoma State. And the face mask and perhaps the left leg buckling under.
Boy, he was all out of sync there. It looked like his legs got caught under him. His neck was forced by the face mask. Watch this. Now his left leg is underneath of him right now. His head is bent backwards as well. And they're still working on him. Here's another different angle. Watch his left ankle, his left shoulder, his left arm, and his neck on that side were all kind of tucked in and forced under. And you had Kroll and Tyrants both there. So that's a good sign. He's up and he's moving. And everything seems to be in order and working.
Mike Gundy is now the receivers coach at his alma mater, Oklahoma State, but came over today to watch brother Cale play. Spent thanks. That's good news, it appears. First down play for the Sooners. Inside, McKinley roaming free. Look at him push down Bird. McKinley races in for his 3rd touchdown of the game.
As you mentioned, got a lot of playing time early this year.
3rd and 9.
Overthrows. Look out. DeQuazy. Greg DeQuazy. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Ranked Nebraska, trailing by 32 and in punt formation. Packed house at Owen Field. Almost got to him. Bring out the flag. They got the punter. This run back by Taylor will be wiped out. They ran into the
Notre Dame and getting that exposure. There's no question how dangerous he is. When you look at what guys have meant to their team, like Sean Moore and Ty Detmer and Eric Bieniemy, another loose ball.
Another loose ball picked up by Oklahoma. Joe Bowden. Now, if they fumbled it past the line of scrimmage, they can run it back. The officials will have to determine. They're going to say he fumbled it before he crossed the line of scrimmage. Derek Brown was hit. They're going to bring the football back, give it to Oklahoma at the 33.
Come up and go home. Oh, I don't know about this.
Lasher will attempt the field goal with 20 seconds remaining. It's his 3rd field goal try of the day. 24-yard attempt is good with only 9 seconds left. Well, you don't want to run the score up, but in all fairness to Oklahoma, Lasher's been struggling. Really has been down a little bit, hadn't been able to kick the ball very well. So maybe they're giving him a shot. I just wouldn't have done it. I would have downed the ball right then. Let the clock run. Could have downed it. The game would be over by now. Absolutely. I would have packed them up and let them get in the house. Let these guys go back to Lincoln. This is a good ball club. Let them pack up and hold their heads high and go back and regroup for the Citrus Bowl. You don't want to rub it in. That could come back and haunt you the next year. I'm sure, though, Gary Gibbs wasn't trying to rub it into Nebraska. I think he's just trying to help that guy right there, Lasher. It's been a tough year for everybody out there. Knocked down, the game is over at last. 45-10 Oklahoma. An onslaught today, and Gary Gibbs has his biggest victory in his second year as the Sooners coach. The Chevrolet most valuable players of the game are Mike McKinley from Oklahoma. He scored 3 touchdowns. And Travis Hill from Nebraska. Young linebacker looked good. Chevrolet will donate $1,000 to each school's general scholarship fund to reward outstanding students for their academic achievements and to assist those in financial need. So for Tim Brand and John Dockery, this is Jim Nance saying so long from Owen Field, where the final score is Oklahoma 45, Nebraska 10.